Hello, I'm Josh Rave from the Faim, and you are watching Morgan Richards Interviews.
Hey, I'm Morgan Richards from Radio Cardiff, backstage here at Slam Dunk Festival in Birmingham. I'm joined now by a band who truly believe that summer is a curse. It's of course Josh from the Faim.
Hello mate, how you doing? I'm good.
Not too bad, thanks. How's things with you?
Oh dude, really good. I'm a little bit tired, but you know what, loving it. I wish I could sleep more in the van, but I'm too long. I'm not like a fold-up table, it doesn't really work, but I'm doing good, man.
Okay, fantastic. So lately there's been a lot of attention for the Faim as of late, getting exposed as a real new band to a lot of listeners, especially here in the UK. For you, how has that reaction been coming overseas and seeing people going from smaller stages to seeing you a lot with just 3 songs now?
Man, it's very surreal, you know, because we didn't really have like a lot of expectations, especially when BBC started getting a lot of love to Saints of the Sinners and Midland Line. I mean, we were very surprised. And then with the tour with LTA, we had honestly a lot of fans who have known us for a long time, and it was really special because we're big believers in creating a memory and a relationship and an experience, and being able to getting to know all the people behind, like, you know, the social media and stuff like that. It was a really good experience.
Fantastic. And there's quite an interesting story behind the Faim, because of course you've been together for the last 4 years and touring, jamming back in Australia. But recently you were invited by John Feldmann of Goldfinger to head to his studio in LA and record. Tell us a bit how that really came about.
It all came about through Instagram, man, funnily enough, because he did a post saying, looking for unsigned bands with touring experience. And we were like, well, we don't have any touring experience, but we're an unsigned band, so we'll just sent him this massive email just basically explaining who we are. We're dedicated musicians, we love what we do, we're willing to learn, we're willing to develop, and basically do what we can to better ourselves. And about a month or so passed, and then he eventually came back, and at first we thought it was fake. But we looked into it, and it was Ali, his assistant at the time, and who sent him the email, and we freaked out, absolutely freaked out. But then, cut a long story short, we ended up writing 30 ideas for him. Then we went to LA and recorded our album with him, and it's all done, all ready to go, so which is very exciting.
Because at the moment there's rumours that the EP is going to be released a little bit later on in the year, before the album.
I'm not too sure about an EP. I think we want to go straight with the album, you know, because we've got a lot of songs and the sound is very diverse. And I think we're going to release more singles, more music videos. We've got a music video coming soon as well for Summer is a Curse. And it's just, we want to give this album the best shot possible to reaching as many people, because for me personally as well, it's very emotional. There's a lot of things that I've kept hidden for a lot of the fans and stuff like that about my life that's going to be put out there, and I'm just very excited for everyone to hear it.
Okay, so for now we're just gradually releasing a couple of songs before the big announcement of the album?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully this year, but it's open to interpretation.
Okay, and of course in that writing session you've been able to collaborate with some pretty big names in the industry, from Ashton Irwin from 5 Seconds of Summer, Pete Wentz of Fall Out Boy, Josh Dunn of 21 Pilots, and even Mark Hoppus of Blink-182. That is one hell of a star-studded lineup. Just tell us really how that came about and what was the interaction with everyone.
Well, it all came about through John. John basically said, you know, we've got an Australian band, showed them the ideas, they liked the ideas and wanted to come down and collaborate. And it was interesting because the one thing we had in common with all of them was that they're all just human beings who love music. They're humble to the bone, dedicated, hardworking. And when it came to the actual writing session, we had different experiences with all of them. Like with Pete Wentz, when we were doing Saints of the Sinners, we literally talked for 2 hours just about the music industry and our journey in general and being able to relate with each other. And Mark Hoppus, the song was very emotional, that came out very personal. But it started with looking at top 10 venomous snake bites on the internet, and you know, like, and Josh Dunn as well. He's a very great guy. We got to hang out with him at Soho House, I think it was in Malibu, and being able to really just talk to him and talking about fears, hopes, dreams, and aspirations of being a young kid in the band, and being able to kind of find a perfect direction for the song was really special. And Ashton Irwin as well, like, we wouldn't be a band without 5 Seconds of Summer, because we saw what they did, and we were like, you know, 4 kids from high school started a band, and we thought, why can't we do that? Let's work as hard as we possibly can and do what we can. And being able to really connect to him on a more, you know, personal level and get to know him. Like, we hung out 2 days before we actually started writing, and it became a very natural experience, and we learnt so much from all of them.
Yeah, fantastic. I'm sure with them all being really experienced in the industry, it was just great to get knowledge from them as well.
Oh, definitely. And the biggest thing was that we were never handed a song. We were never given a song done, being like, what do you think? Just sing this, do this. And me as a vocalist, I need to have a big part in what I do, because you won't hear the emotion, you won't understand the story if I haven't connected to it. And that was the big thing, like being able to kind of connect perspectives was so important. And it became this really important collaboration. And I think people get kind of scared with the word co-write because they think people are going to take control or you've lost your authenticity or something like that. But I feel like music's all about perspective, and being able to kind of have a second opinion, especially an experienced opinion, was really, really pivotal in our writing process.
Fantastic. And of course with that now you're going to be extremely busy in the near future, just continuing to tour, get this album out there and everything else in between. But what else can we really expect from the Faim now coming up?
And you can expect a lot of different things. I mean, we've got Download Fest coming up as well, 2 weeks. We're touring with Dangerous Summer in Germany, and then we've got, after that, a 2-week tour with Paris back in Australia, which will be a lot of fun. And then we head back for Download Fest as well. I mean, not Download, Reading and Leeds, which will be really, really exciting. But there's a lot of things that I can't mention as well, but all the other countries, look out, it's going to be insane. We're going to be touring a lot.
Fantastic. Well, that's about it. Cheers, Josh, for taking time out.
Thank you very much for having me.
No, my pleasure. Best luck now, and hope we can catch you again very soon.
Thank you, man.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks. Cheers, man.